Hey guys, I'm Chintan, Kiran, Pandya. I'm at Adda right now. This is our newest restaurant in Lower East Side, New York City. And this is Chef Gourmet. And today we are going to be doing the perfect version of our butter chicken. At Adda, we do a butter chicken experience, which is only 6 tables a night. And it's a table-side butter chicken, which is cooked as per your taste. So everybody who dines at our restaurant might end up eating a different version of butter chicken every night. So today we are doing a conventional, traditional butter chicken. So the word is butter chicken. In India, we call it murgh makhani. The word murgh means chicken and makhani basically means something that is buttered. Don't be scared of adding butter and cream into this dish. As the name suggests, it's a butter chicken. So if you are on a diet or a health conscious person, I would still say break your diet for a day, add that extra butter. Butter makes everything better. One part about marinating the chicken or marinating any kind of meat, vegetables or anything in Indian food is it's broken down into 2 parts. The first marination is we add in purely certain flavors into the meat. It will start oozing out water from the meat. Then we drain out the water and then we have the actual other marinade, which is a yogurt-based marinade. The reason we do it is once chicken loses that certain amount of moisture and when we do it with the yogurt, it coats it better instead of losing the moisture directly. For the first marination, I have some chicken over here, which is the raw chicken thigh meat. I'm just going to add some ginger garlic paste. And the ginger garlic paste is to actually break down the protein into it. Going to add some red chili powder. You add the red chili powder because it needs that flavor, it needs that little color to it. So I'm just going to add some salt inside it. What will happen after a period of 45 minutes to 1 hour, you'll see certain amount of moisture which has come out. What you need to do after is just take this up and drain the moisture out of it. First marination is just to infuse those flavors and take a little moisture out of the chicken. Now we move on to our second marination. So we have some mustard oil over there. We are going to heat it up. Mustard oil actually imparts a deeper flavor to it and actually gives a better taste profile to it. So you need to heat up the mustard oil till the smoking point and then get it down to room temperature. One of the reasons we smoke it up is to cut down on the pungency and bitterness in the mustard oil to make it milder so that it doesn't overpower the final taste of the dish that you are doing. So now with smoking, we are going to shut it off. As you can see, even the density of the oil has changed now. Just let it cool down. Just going to add in a little red chili powder and you should just mix it. I'm going to add this garam masala powder, which is a homemade garam masala powder. You can also buy it store-bought. The word masala means spice. The word garam means hot in this case, but it's not a hot spice. It's just a blend of spices. Every household in India, every mother in India will make a different version of garam masala, and that is the perfect version for them. It is what you like as a garam masala. You can add in the ingredients and everything. You can add in some ginger garlic paste to it. So for the entire recipe, wherever you're using ginger garlic paste, it's 50-50. I'm going to add in a little salt to it. Now we have a yogurt over here. One kind of yogurt that we use normally is called a hung yogurt. Basically, you make your own yogurt, pass it through a muslin, keep it overnight, and you get this thick yogurt out of it, which is called a hung yogurt. If you are doing it at home and don't want to do a hung yogurt, just use a full-fat Greek yogurt. What happens with a full-fat yogurt is the yogurt is very thick and it will coat your chicken properly. You can use a whisk to do your thing, but I prefer doing it with my hand because I feel that I mix it better and have more control over it. It's looking great. It's looking thick. You want the chicken to be coated with it. If it's thin, it will not coat it properly. You need this thing where it's full fat and it's like thin, that kind of a consistency. I'm going to make 2 kinds of chicken. One is boneless, one is bone-in. If I'm eating as a consumer, I would go with the bone-in. Anything with the bone will always taste much better. It will have more deeper taste to it, more juiciness to it. And it's just that bone adds a lot of complexity to the dish itself. When you go to a restaurant in India, you can order either one of them, what you like. I'm just going to add the marination to it. You're just going to keep it inside the refrigerator for them to marinate. Minimum 2 hours, ideally overnight. So we're going to move everything and now start working on the sauce as our chicken is getting marinated. And then we'll get everything together. So we are going to make the sauce. The name of the sauce is makhani. Everybody thinks when we name the word butter chicken, the 2 most important ingredient is butter and the chicken. But it also has a 3rd important ingredient to it, which forms the actual base of the sauces, and that's the tomatoes. I'm looking for some good ripe tomatoes which are sweet and taste. This is a very simple step in making a gravy. You just want to dump everything in. I have some ginger garlic paste. I'm just going to add some sliced garlic over here, a little bit of red chili powder. I'm just going to add in a little fat to it right now. So I'm adding a little butter. A lot of people also end up adding oil or something at this stage. I prefer adding butter. I'm going to add in some cardamom seeds over here. So actually the cardamom, the real taste is in the seeds. This is just outer covering actually, and these are the seeds. That's where the actual flavor is. These are cilantro or coriander stems. The most potent flavor in a cilantro is actually in the stems, not in the leaves. I'm going to add some green chili. This obviously is there because it will add a kick to it, a little bit of spiciness of it, a little bit of dried red chili. This one also adds a little spiciness, but it also imparts a little bit of color into it. I'm just going to add a little extra green chili. I like it a little spicy. So what we are going to do is we're going to be just tying it up. So the reason we have it in the bag is once it's boiled and everything is mashed up and everything, we don't need to hand pick the spices out. So it's very easy that I'll just remove the potli out, which is the small basket. Normally, when you do a makhani and when we do our makhani, we add cashew nuts to it. So when you're doing it at home and you don't want to add nuts, you can avoid it. I prefer adding nuts in my dish because it gives a richness to it. Just boil the tomato. It just needs to cook. You know how you're making a tomato soup. Just boil the entire thing out. So guys, we have our base sauce ready now. We have cooked it. It's boiled. Everything is cooked, blanched over here. Now I'll show you why we put that potli. So I'm just going to take it out. So you have infused your flavor inside the sauce. And then you just take this out, keep it on the side. What we need to do now is use a blender and blend this entire sauce. We are going to blend it up and then pass it to a strainer. If you don't have a blender like this, which is a commercial grade blender, you can use a hand blender. It will take a little longer time. You have to strain your sauce. Don't keep it chunky. You have to strain your sauce. It's a very small process of less than 10 minutes, but it will actually take your butter chicken from good to great. Those 10 minutes are going to define how good your butter chicken is going to come out. So as we are straining over here, you can see the sauce is coming out very smooth. It's coming out a smooth, velvety and a creamy sauce. You don't want it clumpy or anything. It has to be a smoother sauce. So I'm heating it up. We have the sauce ready. We are just going to set it up a little bit. So we have adjusted the seasoning, the taste, the fat quantity, everything inside it. I'm just going to add a little butter in here. So we have a butter in over here. We're going to melt it up. There's not too much butter in butter chicken, so we're going to add one more spoon because of that. Just going to add a little ginger garlic paste to it. Some red chili powder over here. Just adding the sauce, so I'm going to cook the sauce with it. Now just cooking it down a little bit. So we're going to keep it on a slow flame, let it cook over here, and we go there, start grilling the chicken. If you don't have a grill, what you can do is you can just line it up on a rack like this with a baker's rack and put it inside the oven. That's also okay. But if you grill, you'll get a better result out of it. A lot of people, what they do is they don't grill their chicken and they just directly add inside. I think it might not give you the best version of the butter chicken. So to get the best and the perfect version, grill the chicken. I think when you grill the chicken, it gets that smokiness. So I'm basting the chicken with some fat. So now what we are going to do is we're going to cook the chicken inside the oven and then we start setting up the sauce for the grand finale. So normally you need to control the grill and everything. You cook your chicken around 75-80%, then move it inside the oven if you're not going to use it for the full time. And then you get it on your final sauce to finish it off. I'm going to add in some butter. Home cooks can use any kind of pot. The thicker the pot, the better it is. When it's thicker, it gives you leverage of having a uniform heat, doesn't stick to the bottom. Just going to add a little green chili. Going to add some ginger in here. I'm just going to add a little chili powder to it. We have our boneless chicken thigh over here, so I'm just going to add it in over here now. We have our chicken over here. That's with the bone. Now we add in the sauce. It's a little magic happening right now. I wish everybody would smell this. It is phenomenal because what's happening is the chicken and the gravy is now getting cooked. It's getting into the sauce. It's just coming together. I'm going to add a little seasoning to it. So a little tinge of sugar in there. I'm adding a little salt in there. I love to add a little honey in my butter chicken. So now we are going to add the dried fenugreek leaves. It's also called as a kasuri methi. It just finishes off the dish. It gives the balance to the dish. I think it adds a lot of taste to it. I'm going to add the cream to it now. Gives a velvety touch to it. It gives a complete mouthfeel to it. A little bit of cilantro in here, fresh cilantro. So we're going to just cover it up now. This is the finale. This is where we know how good the butter chicken is. Okay? Just going to open it up over here. So these are two butter chickens. This is the one with the boneless one. This is the one which is the bone-in one. First, I'm going to plate the bone-in one. That is the beauty. That is a liquid gold what you're having right now. And now the boneless one. It's just the cut of the meat. The taste itself will be different. A lot of people say, no, it might not be different. It's still the same and everything. I still feel that the one with the bone-in always has a different taste to it. Even the sauce itself, even though everything was similar and added at the same time, you see there's a little difference in the sauce itself. So if you have some basmati rice over here, you can also enjoy the butter chicken with a phenomenal garlic naan or a paratha. So if you see, it's got that creamy, smooth texture over here, and you can just taste it. You have to taste this sauce. What we have over here is a half chicken, so 2 parts of white meat, 2 parts of dark meat. But in this entire equation, my favorite piece of meat to eat a butter chicken is the drumstick. With the sauce and everything, I literally like to take a bite. It's amazing. What you're looking in a butter chicken is that creamy tomato sauce, that char grilled chicken with that smoky flavor. Everything is in there. It's a very interesting dish where you find that comfort. If I did something good in my life, I want to eat a butter chicken. If I'm sad sometimes in my life, I still want to eat butter chicken. So it's a dish which I go back to again and again. Everything that happens in my life, that day I want to eat a butter chicken. So that's why it holds a lot of importance in my life. So guys, be cool and cook butter chicken. This shirt is not available for sale, but if you want it, you need to cook a butter chicken. Get it to us, we'll taste it, and our team of people will decide whether it's good or bad, and then we give you this t-shirt.